Hey, YouTube, Kyle here checking in with another video. Today we back with DMV Hoods and Beef. Hey, this right here is SE. DC 10th grader stands over his biggest op on camera, then turns into a shootout with his men. Hey, let's go on and get into this video.
Today we will discuss the 10th grader sees his op and stands over the Nick, shooting him repeatedly. Today we will discuss the Skeen from W Street story. Skeen is a 10th grader who is from W Street Southeast and is beefing hard with Cedar Gardens. I discussed this beef in a video named Body for Body, but now more information has been released. The 10th grader from W Street would be the one who killed Meech from Cedar Gardens. Paperwork would be released on the killing of Meech and the arrest of Skeen. Skeen can be seen with his W Street men at the end of this music video toting a blat or a stick, and they can be seen looking like some serious young niggas, and they can be heard saying murder gang, which is what W Street goes by.
The gang, where's the gang?
Now we will get into this paperwork of Skeen killing Meech from Cedar, CCTV footage related to the homicide of Demetrius Creek. During the course of this investigation, detectives canvassed the area for security cameras that could assist in the investigation. As a result of those efforts, several cameras were located, and some of those cameras had video. Your affiant has included still images from some of the footage that has been collected during this investigation. It should be noted these still photographs are being submitted for the limited purpose of establishing probable cause. The information contained in this affidavit is based upon an investigation conducted by your affiant and other law enforcement officers. Although it will be further described below, your affiant notes that the suspect in this case appears to be associated with people who will hereinafter be referred to as Suspect 1, Subject 1, Subject 2, and Subject 3. Suspect 1, identified as Shamard Miller, DOB, February 12, 2008, is a black male, medium complexion, slim build, twister plaits with a close cut on the side, was wearing a black hoodie with white lettering, "How you hating from the bench," dark jeans, black and white Air Jordans. Subject 1 driver is described as a black male, medium to dark complexion, medium build, wearing a white t-shirt, dark shorts, white socks, and white tennis shoes. Subject 2, front passenger, is described as a black male, wearing white and black tennis shoes. Subject 3, left rear passenger, is described as a black male, slim build, wearing a white t-shirt, white and black tennis shoes, and a black balaclava. Corner Liquor Market located at 1449 Howard Road Southeast. Note: the red circle above is the location of the suspect, subjects, and the suspect vehicle. The suspect and the other 3 subjects walk to the Corner Liquor Market and enter the store. Note: the red circle above is the location of the suspect and the subjects. The driver of the Mazda and the decedent entered the parking lot at approximately 21:35:15 hours. The driver of the Mazda parked the vehicle against the back wall 2 parking spaces from the suspect vehicle. The decedent exited the black Mazda and walked towards Stanton's Supermarket located at 1451 Howard Road Southeast. Note: the green circle above is the location of the decedent, and the green arrow is the location of the black Mazda. The red arrow above is the location of the suspect vehicle. Based on the suspect's actions, it appeared that he saw the decedent walking across the parking lot. The suspect turned and said something to Subject 3. The suspect then walked to the opposite side of a white van parked in the lot. The suspect is out view of from the decedent. Note: the red arrow above is the location of the suspect. The suspect is watching the decedent as he is walking to the store. The suspect has a gun in his nightband. The suspect appears to be waiting for the decedent to walk in between 2 parked vehicles. Note: the red arrow above is the location of suspect, and red circle is the location of the handgun. The green arrow above is the location of the decedent. The suspect walked up behind the decedent from the driver's side of the van, pointed the gun at the decedent's back and shot him several times. The suspect chased the decedent and continued to fire several shots at him. The decedent collapsed and the suspect fired additional shots at the decedent while he was lying on the ground. The suspect then runs past the decedent, while he is lying on the ground to the suspect vehicle. Note, the red arrow above is the location of the suspect.
Oh yeah,
and
they gonna cook this nigga. Anything that goes to the extreme like that, bro. Like they don't. Yeah, nah. They gonna say, yeah, bro is a menace to society. They gonna cook him. I don't know what the hell happened. For one, they gonna say you shot him while his back was turned, and then they gonna say like you excessively, like you overdid it, like you. They gonna cook him, bro. I'm sorry to tell y'all, like. I remember I heard a story. Like somebody was like, not they weren't a serial killer, but they murdered somebody, but they did it with a knife, and it was like, stab somebody once, cool, but when it's multiple, oh yeah, they gonna fry you. Like the dude who did it, nah, they fried him. They don't play about that because they're gonna say like, bro, you was obsessive. Like you should never even. One time, cool. But when it's like 10, oh yeah, jersey numbers.
Green arrow is the location of the decedent. The suspect and subjects 1, 2, and 3 run back to the BMW after the shooting. The suspect attempts to get in the left rear passenger seat, however, is unable to enter the suspect vehicle. Mazda was armed with a spot gun. The suspect jumped into the left rear passenger's door prior to the vehicle exiting the parking lot. Note, the red arrow above is the location of the suspect, and the red circle is the location of the suspect vehicle. The yellow arrow is the location of the driver of the Mazda. The driver of the black Mazda fired the shotgun 3 times at the suspect vehicle. The driver of the Mazda emerged from behind the vehicles parked against the wall. The driver of the Mazda discharged the shotgun 3 times. Note, the yellow arrow above is the driver of the Mazda. The driver of the black Mazda drives over to the decedent, puts the decedent inside the black Mazda, and drives off. Note, the green circle above is the location of driver and the decedent. The driver of the black Mazda leaves the parking lot after putting the decedent inside the vehicle. Note, the green arrow above is the location of black Mazda. On Sunday, June 16, 2024, within a couple of hours after the homicide, DC Fire and EMS and the Metropolitan Police Department responded to the 2600 block of Dunbar Road, southeast for a vehicle fire. The burned vehicle was recovered a short distance from the crime scene. The burned vehicle, which is the same make and appears to be a similar body style as the suspect vehicle, was believed to be a 2009 BMW with a sunroof. The vehicle and its vehicle identification number were destroyed as a result of the fire. Below are photographs of the vehicle. Witness interviews. On Sunday, June 16, 2024, your affiant and Detective Fort went to make next of kin, no-K notification, in the Demetrius Creek homicide investigation. The detective also spoke with several other members of the decedent's family individually. Witness 1 told detectives that the decedent was not staying at home. Witness 1 stated that in either March or April of this year, IT heard about some of the things the decedent was involved in. The family heard that the decedent was involved in robberies and that he was beefing with a lot of people. Witness 1 stated IT heard one of the groups he was beefing with was Choppa City. Your affiant and Detective Fort also spoke with another family member. Witness 2 provided the same information about the decedent that Witness 1 advised the detectives. Witness 2 also provided the name of Subject 1 known to law enforcement that hung with the decedent. Your affiant and Detective Fort also spoke with Witness 3 about the decedent. Witness 3 advised the detectives that the decedent was hanging with the Cedar Gardens crew. Witness 3 also advised that Cedar Gardens and Choppa City were beefing. Witness 3 also informed detectives that Subject 1 known law enforcement told another family member that the decedent got out of the car and was messing with some girls. Then the suspect ran up on the decedent and shot him. Witness 3 stated that the second story IT was told was that the decedent was talking to some girl and the suspect walked up and shot him. Witness 3 stated that Subject 1, known to law enforcement, told IT that IT was there at the time of the shooting. However, IT was not with the decedent when he was shot. Witness 3 stated IT said, Subject 2, known to law enforcement, was also there when the shooting happened, but Witness 3 does not know. Subject 2, known to law enforcement, but knows. Subject 2, known to law enforcement, lives around Cedar Gardens. Witness 3 stated, Subject I, known to law enforcement, told people IT shot back at the suspects with a shotgun. ATF NIBIN leads. The cartridge casings from the Demetrius Creek homicide were entered into the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, NIBIN.
Niggas over this joint shooting with a shotgun, bruh.
NIBIN's preliminary results revealed that there were at least 2 firearms present on the Demetrius Creek homicide crime scene. The 2 primary cartridge casings recovered on the crime scene were 9mm and 12-gauge shotgun. Based on the investigation by your affiant and other detectives, information had been received about the feud beef between several crews. The crews that have been identified in the investigations are 19 and Minnesota, aka YNC, which stands for Young Nigga Clickus, Cedar Gardens, Butler Gardens, aka YSG. It is unknown what YSG means, and Choppa City, aka Murder Gang, and 7EM. The area YNC encompasses is believed to be depicted in Exhibit 4 below. The area YSG encompasses is depicted in Exhibit 5 below. Choppa City encompasses the neighborhood of Galen Terrace Apartments, to include some members from Green Street, Galen Street, and V Street Southeast. The area Choppa City encompasses is believed to be depicted in Exhibit 6. Attempting to identify suspect. On Tuesday, June 18, 2024, the Metropolitan Police Department disseminated a news release to the public in connection with the homicide of the decedent. Below is the information released to the public requesting assistance. June 18, 2024. Homicide suspect sought in a fatal shooting in Southeast, Washington, D.C. The Metropolitan Police Department is requesting the community's assistance to locate a suspect in a fatal shooting that occurred in Southeast. On Saturday, June 15, 2024, at approximately 9:39 p.m., officers responded to the 1400 block of Howard Road, Southeast, for the report of a shooting. Officers located evidence of a shooting, but no victims. Moments later, members of the Prince George's County Police Department responded to a multiple vehicle crash in the 2400 block of Southern Avenue, Southeast, where they located an adult male, unconscious and unresponsive, suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was pronounced dead on the scene. Detectives have determined the victim was injured in the shooting that occurred in the 1400 block of Howard Road, Southeast. The decedent has been identified as 19-year-old Demetrius Creek of Southeast. The suspect was captured by a surveillance camera and can be seen in the photo below. On Thursday, June 20, 2024, your affiant responded to Kingsman Academy Public Charter School located at 1375 East Street, Northeast Washington, D.C. Your affiant spoke with the security guard on duty, and he advised the school was closed until July 14, 2024. Your affiant left his contact information with the security guard and requested the director to give him a call. On Thursday, June 20, 2024, your affiant received a phone call from an administrator at Kingsman Academy Charter School. Your affiant advised the staff member he was conducting a homicide investigation. Your affiant provided the staff member the nickname Marskin and the photograph contained in the Metropolitan Police Department new release of the suspect. The staff member provided your affiant the student biographical information sheet, which contained a photograph for Shamard Miller with a date of birth of February 12, 2008, a home address of 42224 Street, Southeast Washington, D.C., 20032, email shamard.miller@students.kingsmanacademy.org, and a student number 93995273779. The biographical sheet also contained his parents' name, home address, email address, and phone number. The below photograph was attached to Shamard Miller's student biographical sheet. On Thursday, June 20th, 2024, your affiant and Detective Fort conducted a data search on the name Shamard Miller and his guardian. During the search, your affiant and Detective Forte located a police report filed on August 14th, 2023, at 42244 Star Street, Southeast, apartment number 302. Witness 4 called the police because IT found a bullet in Shamard's clothes. Your affiant and Detective Fort reviewed the officer's BWC from the radio run. Witness 4 advised the officers that IT's son hangs on W Street Southeast and attends Kingsman Academy Charter School. Witness 4 advised the officers. IT was worried about Shamard because he was not coming home regularly. Witness 4 told the officers IT called the police because where there is a bullet, there is a gun. Witness 4 showed the officers a picture of Shamard. On Thursday, June 20th, 2024, your affiant and Detective Fort responded to 42244 Street, Southeast Apartment number 302, and spoke with Witness 4. The detectives introduced themselves to Witness 4, and Witness 4 invited them inside. An audio-recorded interview was conducted. The detectives told Witness 4 they were investigating an incident. The detectives advised Witness 4 that they reviewed the police record from August 14, 2023. Witness 4 provided the same information IT provided to officers in August 2023. Witness 4 explained IT last saw Shamard, aka Boobay, Saturday, June 15, 2024. Witness 4 said he hangs on W Street Southeast. Witness 4 showed the detectives a photograph of Boobay. After seeing the photograph, detectives showed the family member the photograph from the news release. Witness 4 looked at the photograph and immediately identified the person in the photograph as Boobay. Witness 4 was also shown the above school photograph. Upon viewing the photograph, Witness 4 positively identified the school photograph as Shamard. Witness 4 told detectives that Boobay informed her they are beefing with everybody. Detectives inquired if Boobay clarified the statement they. Witness 4 explained that they meant his friends and people in his whole little clique, which is the W Street and Green Street corridor of Southeast Washington, D.C. Witness 4 showed detectives a photograph of the suspect and two of his friends. Witness 4 told the detectives one of suspect's friends was murdered on June 1, 2024. Witness 4 stated that the young man murdered on June 1, 2024. 2024 had just left Witness 4's home prior to the homicide. Witness 4 also provided your affiant with the cell phone number 202-242-8378 for Shamard Miller. The family member stated it had not seen Shamard since Saturday, June 15, 2024. However, it did receive a text message from Shamard asking for money. I'd also received a text message in which Shamard provided a new phone number of 202-931-9589. Additional information. On Sunday, July 14, 2024, a female contacted the Metropolitan Police Confidential Tip Line in connection with the Demetrius Creek homicide investigation. The caller provided the following information via the confidential tip line. The caller stated that IT was willing to speak with a detective on a confidential basis. The caller identified the person responsible for the homicide as Stefan Crawford, BM, 24 to 26. October D, OB, 5 to 3/5 to 4, slender, dark complexion, tattoos on arms and chest, wears various color baseball caps, and resides at 2403 Bryan Place, Southeast, red brick 3-story single-family residence. The caller provided the mobile phone number 240-977-0810 for Crawford. The caller stated that Crawford used and sold marijuana and pills at Wellington Park. The caller advised that Crawford carries a gun in a black bag which goes around his body. The caller stated that Crawford was arrested 2 years ago at 2403 Bryan Place, Southeast, in connection with a domestic violence matter. After further investigation, Donovan Layton, criminal resource specialist, utilized several law enforcement databases and located an individual named Stefan Clemens with a date of birth October 9, 1998 and DC PDID number 746131 that resided at 2403 Bryan Place, Southeast. Your affiant contacted the caller via telephone to interview the caller. Your affiant asked the caller about the name IT provided to the call taker. The caller disconnected the phone. Your affiant immediately called the phone number back, but the phone number was disconnected. Your affiant reviewed the information provided by the caller and discovered Stefan Clemens had a domestic incident with a female with the same name. Your affiant had gone to several addresses in attempt to locate the caller. Further investigation revealed that Stefan Clemens was a victim of a homicide on Sunday, July 21st, 2024 at 2629 Stanton Road Southeast, apartment number 303. Your affiant spoke with the lead homicide detective investigating the murder of Stefan Clemens. Detective Shane O'Bannon confirmed the cell phone number 240-977-0810 was associated with Mr. Clemens. Detective O'Bannon was able to examine Mr. Clemens' cell phone to include his picture log contained within the cell phone. Detective O'Bannon observed several photographs contained within Mr. Clemens' cell phone. None of the photographs taken around June 15, 2024, depict Mr. Clemens' hairstyle resembling that of Shamard Miller's hairstyle. Furthermore, Mr. Clemens was 24 years old, and Shamard Miller is 16 years old. Your affiant has included 4 years old, and Shamard Miller is 16 years old. Furthermore, Mr. Clemens was 24 years old, and Shamard Miller is 16 years old. Your affiant has included photographs of Shamard Miller, the suspect, and Stefan Clemens below. That's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.
See y'all in the next video.